collective, this is Debs and this is your full moon in Libra collective reading. I hope everyone is well. Thank you guys for being here. In meditation, I simply saw a woman, possibly late 30s, maybe early 40s, sitting at a table with a group of work colleagues. She was silent. They were all chattering. A few of them were getting drunk. I got the impression it was someone's birthday, or it could have been after work drinks. They were having supper. And she was looking at everyone around the table, thinking to herself, they all look so happy and relaxed. And I'm sitting here wondering what I'm doing. What am I doing here? The evening ended and she went home. She let herself into this really small flat. She took off her coat. It was a rainy evening. She sat on the sofa and she thought, something has to change. I cannot do this any longer. And she began to think about her childhood, where she grew up, and she began dreaming of another life, thinking to herself, I never thought I'd do this. I never thought I'd be in a situation where I wanted to leave the city. So collective, what we have here is a woman who may have enjoyed a fast-paced life, enjoyed her 20s, enjoyed her 30s. She could be middle to late 30s. She could be early 40s. She hasn't met the right person. And I felt this woman's energy, and it's almost as if, why didn't I meet the right person? Why didn't I end up getting married? Why didn't I end up getting that amazing promotion? Why do I feel so disconnected from my environment? I didn't used to feel like this. And I feel whoever this woman is ready to embrace big change, big change. So this full moon in Libra, occurring on Monday, March the 25th at 3 a.m. EDT, will be at 5 degrees and 7 minutes of Libra, opposite the sun in Aries. This will be a lunar eclipse and will push us to resolve any issues we've chosen to ignore previously to bring balance, clearing the way to allow greater progress in our lives. We'll be realizing what we want to release and what we are wanting to hold on to. It can be a time of intense emotions and also some major revelations. This full moon will affect those with personal planets and points at between 0 to 10 degrees of the cardinal signs of Libra, Aries, Cancer, and Capricorn most significantly. So collective, if you're ready, let's delve into this reading and see where it takes us. The deck that I'm using today is the Marchetti Tarot. Everything you need, as always, is down below. The link to my website if you'd like a reading, all the decks I use, and the link to join the channel if you're interested in becoming a member. I'm still seeing this woman sat on the sofa. She's in deep thought. She's kicked her work shoes off. She's got a wet umbrella in the corner of her living room. And she's just sitting there in her work suit. It's like a navy blue work suit. And she's thinking to herself, I don't want to be here anymore. I can't do this anymore. Yeah. Okay. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for the collective, please? This is the full moon in Libra. Thank you, Michael. She's getting a text in. And she's looking at the text, and it's a friend of hers from work. And this friend of hers is saying on this text, we don't understand why you left early. We're all going to this other bar. You can always join us. And she's not responding. She's thinking, I don't want to go to that late night bar. I don't want to go. Okay. What she's thinking about in her mind is, I always get hit on by drunk married men and I'm not interested anymore. So what's the point? Yeah, she's reached a sort of plateau in her life, realizing that now she feels a bit like a fish out of water. Yeah, it's sort of, what am I doing here type of energy. Guys, all right. Sorry for my men out there. This may well be a reading for my girls. All right. Yeah. Four of Swords. She's been doing a lot of thinking about what she wants. She's in deep contemplation. She's saying to herself, where did the last 20 years go? I have no idea. She feels as if she's missed the boat in various avenues of her life. I didn't get a promotion. I didn't get married. I haven't had children. She feels as if she's lacking purpose in her life. She's feeling as if she's got no direction, and it's scaring her. But what she does know, with the energy of the Magician, Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini, is that she does have the power within her to manifest a new life, a change of direction. In the past, Queen of Wands, yeah, I'm hearing the perpetual party girl, always ready to go out, always had a few drinks after work. Every Friday night she was out. She loved it, loved the life. But after a while, she realised that she was changing internally, getting a bit fed up with coming in at 3 a.m, having spent all her money. I'm hearing being poured at by unworthy men. I'm sorry, that's what I'm hearing. Waking up with a hangover and having to go to work. Yes. She shifted from party girl into career woman, but she still didn't feel satisfied in the work that she was doing, in the career that she was in. She may have had a pretty good 9-to-5 job, but she always felt as if she was still on the periphery of her life. She hadn't ever reached a point where she was enjoying her life. It was always a bit of a hard slog. That's what I'm getting here. And feeling a deep sense of disappointment with her lot. I feel this is somebody who kept telling herself, you know, so many people are in my shoes. So many people have worse lives than I do. I should be grateful for my job. I should be grateful for my friends. But little by little, I feel as if she felt more and more isolated. She didn't want to go out so much. She may have spent longer at work. One by one, her friends may have got married, had children. And she felt the odd one out. What's wrong with me? Why have I not met the right person? Feeling just nonplussed with her life. In her thoughts, yeah, Two of Swords, it's as if she wants to just block out the world. This is someone who needs respite. She needs to have a period of time to really clearly think about her direction, what she wants to do next, because she has reached a point where she just feels as if she can't progress anymore. I'm almost getting a Bridget Jones type energy, and I shouldn't laugh. You know, this is someone who's thinking to herself, yeah, you know what? I'm going to end up a spinster at 45 thinking, okay, well, that's my lot. Living in a basement flat, feeling a bit miserable. She can't bear that thought. What she's realizing is something has to give, something has to change. In the immediate future, 5 of Wands. She may be wanting to talk to someone, but she is very worried about doing so. She's very nervous. She may be wanting to talk to her parents. It may be a phone call she's dreading. She may be feeling as if she wants to ring her parents to say, you know, can I come home and live at home for a while? It's almost as if she wants to take herself out of the pressure of having to do this 9-to-5 job just to pay her rent when she knows that she wants to do something different. She knows she's not happy. She feels as if she can break the cycle of having to carry on with her job that she now feels isn't her, just to pay her rent, she'll have the space that she needs without that pressure of maybe monthly expenses in order to really get to grips with what she wants to do. She needs that time. In her fears, yeah, she is nervous. 6 of Swords. She's nervous about moving on, moving away from the area. But every time she thinks about staying where she is, she keeps coming back to the main issue, which is, I don't enjoy my job, most of my friends are married, and I'm not enjoying the city life anymore because I never go out anymore. She feels as if she's been drifting, coasting, and she hasn't actually got herself where she wants to be. She's not in a committed relationship. She hasn't been able to find someone to have a family with. She doesn't really enjoy her job anymore. Most of her friends have left the area, shacked up with their partners. So what she's thinking about is, what do I do? Because I feel very on my own. In the environment, the Hermit. Okay. I'm hearing, darling, you just need a holiday. Yeah. I think in the immediate future, she may well be speaking to her mother or father, saying, you know what? I don't want to renew the lease on my flat, or I'm moving out of living with flatmates. I want to come home. And the immediate reaction is, I don't think we want you to do that. Which may be disheartening for this woman. I feel her parents may believe this is almost her sitting in defeat. They're worried about, I'm hearing the slippery slope. Maybe in the nicest sense, her parents feel, gosh, but if our daughter comes back to live at home, she's just going to be living in the spare room for the next 20, 30 years. And we're not going to be able to live our normal life because we're going to have to work around our daughter again. I'm hearing she's flown the nest years ago. She needs to create her own life. So even though her parents are compassionate, they're not really wanting to accept this. I'm seeing 2 people standing in a kitchen, possibly parents. Her mother's putting a cup of coffee that's empty in the dishwasher, and her father's sat on a kitchen chair with a paper, and they're having a discussion. I'm hearing the word depression. Oh gosh, okay. I think her mother's worried that if she stays where she is, she's going to feel very, very depressed and on her own. In the nicest sense, I think her father is concerned about, I'm hearing, what will people say? What will people say if they realize our daughter, who lived in the city with a great job, has come back to live with us? I'm hearing disappointed. Oh, no. Her father's very disappointed. Not in her, but in the situation she's found herself in. Her mother's saying, what about all those eligible boyfriends? And her father's just shaking his head and rustling the paper and saying, well, obviously they didn't work out. Her mother's angry. She's saying, well, she can't live at home for the rest of her life. What will people say? Okay, this is very awkward. This is very awkward. If there's a conversation here, I feel her parents are going to try and put her off. Her mother may suggest she's just going through a bit of a phase of feeling a bit down about life. She may suggest a holiday. We'll pay for you to have a nice holiday. They're not understanding what she's going through. This is a woman who's not falling into depression because she's just going through a difficult phase of life. It's not something that a holiday will fix. This is someone who is at major crossroads in her life in general. This is a very big deal. I don't think her parents really realise that. I don't think her parents realise the enormity of what she's facing and how scared she is about the future. What is going to happen to me? This is a woman who may have had dreams of landing that perfect job, marrying her childhood sweetheart, right? It didn't work out for whatever reason, and she's floundering emotionally. And in the nicest sense, her parents are trying to help her, but their attitude is, you're old enough to sort your own life out. Don't sort of land yourself on us. And she knows this is a difficult conversation. In this woman's hopes, 8 of Swords, she just wants to get out of her head. I think this is someone who is wanting to make a decision, stick to it, and then sort out how she's going to achieve this change. The outcome, the Death card, yeah. This is someone who is going to completely change her life. This is an enormous change of direction for this woman. I feel she's ready to leave everything behind to forge forward onto a new path. I feel as if she's going to leave behind friends that she may have still left in the city. She's going to leave behind her job. And I feel as if she almost wants to leave behind her old identity. I'm not a party girl anymore. I'm not even a career woman anymore. So who the hell am I? She needs to find her niche. She needs to find the right group of people for her. She's ready. Clarification. Yeah. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. She's been looking at the past. She's been also looking at her savings. She may have a little bit of money saved. Yes, 2 of Wands. And she knows she's standing at crossroads. The next decision she makes is very important. She knows it's going to change her life, whatever decision she makes. Whoever is sat in the energy of the Hermit, I feel represents her parents. That's what I feel. We've got an Empress. Could be her mother. Could be her mother. Okay, who is going to be shocked or is shocked. Oh my goodness, my daughter is leaving her job. She wants to come and live at home. Not sure about that. Not sure. Underneath the deck, we have the Fool. She wants a brand new life. She knows it's risky. 2 of Pentacles. She's on the brink of, I'm hearing, making this happen. She's on the brink of taking practical action to end her old life. Judgment. Strong Aries energy, strong Sag energy. Scorpio here. But she's scared. 9 of Swords. What if it all goes disastrously wrong? So collective, we have someone here who is needing a massive life change. Her parents are against it, possibly for their own reasons. She doesn't really know if it's going to work out. She doesn't really know what she's going to do for money. All she's thinking about is, I just want to get out of the city, to live with my parents for a few months to get my head straight. I just want to get my head straight. Try and decide what I want to do and take a breather. I feel as if she wants the pressure taken off relating to having to pay monthly rent and expenses, because that's the only reason why, up until this point of time, she stayed in this job. It's simply just to pay my rent. So if that's the only reason I carry on in this job, what am I doing? What am I doing? So collective, let's get into this reading and see what this woman's going to do. I'm going to move the camera a fraction. Okay, guys? Yeah. So, Archangel Michael, what is the energy, please, of the Four of Swords and the Magician? Yeah. Six of Wands. What she's thinking about is she's worn a false mask for quite a long time. She possibly has a pretty good job. We've got a building here. She possibly works in a high-rise building. City job. But she feels as if she's almost been living, I'm hearing, a fake life. Yeah, she knows she's been coasting. She knows she's just been coasting. I'm not really happy here. I'm not progressing here. But she hasn't had the courage to make the decision to face change because it terrified her. It terrified her. What's she thinking about? She's mostly concerned that she won't be able to support herself if she leaves this job. Money is a major issue. I think she's been hanging on to her job as if her life depended on it, but she knows that she doesn't want to be there anymore. Yeah. Page of Coins. She's been holding on to her job, her contract, feeling as if she can't do anything else. You know, it's a vicious cycle. For me to be able to support myself, I have to have a job with a decent salary. But I'm hearing nothing ever changes. Nothing ever changes. Nothing ever changes. Seven of Cups. I think she's been racking her brains trying to think about what she can do in order for her to have enough money to give herself some kind of foundation. I need to bring money in to live. But what she's realizing is she needs a few months. I'm hearing respite. She needs a few months to get her head together. And I think what she's going to do is potentially see if her parents would agree to her moving back home. She knows it's not what they want. She knows they're going to be disappointed in her. She knows there's going to be a lot of questions. But she doesn't see that she can do anything else. She just doesn't see that she can do anything else. What happened in the past, Michael, with the Queen of Wands? So Archangel Michael, what is the Queen of Wands for this woman? Yeah. She went out. She enjoyed herself. Went out with friends, had a few drinks. I'm hearing it was great at the time, but it wore thin. It wore thin. Okay, Knight of Cups. She may have felt there were men that came onto her that romanced her, but she became disenchanted because what she realized was all they really wanted was passion, a sexual connection, and most of them underneath were quite strategic in getting what they wanted. So she lost faith in love. She lost faith in love. After that time, I feel she concentrated on her job, on her career. Yeah, with the Queen of Coins, she was more maybe career orientated. Yeah. So she was single and she thought, okay, well, if I'm not going to be able to find love, then I'll concentrate on my job, on my career. Yeah, I think she worked really hard. She may have worked harder than most people because she may have felt disappointed about her love life. Yeah. But I feel that her career didn't bring her the satisfaction that she really wanted, because what she realized was, well, I work harder, I earn more money, but then I spend the same amount. Maybe because she felt she wasn't happy with her love life, she spent money on things, you know, nice shoes, a new coat, that sort of thing. She splurged because she was unhappy with her life in general. So she just spent money. But she realized that the things that she bought didn't actually make her happy. So she was just in a never-ending cycle of feeling unfulfilled, is what I'm getting. So she's come to this particular moment with this group of people in this restaurant, looking around at everyone thinking, I just don't want to be here. And she's realizing she has to make a drastic change. She can't do this anymore with the Two of Swords. She can't do this anymore. Yeah, she knows with the Page of Swords, she's told herself a difficult message of truth, which is, I have to get out of the cycle that I've created for myself. The Star, she wants to heal. She wants to heal her internal self, and she wants to get herself balanced again, collective. Ace of Swords. And that means severing the tie with everyone and everything she's known in the environment she's in. This could be somebody also going through midlife crisis, late 30s, early 40s, something like that. She may also have faced disappointment if she's nearing the age where having a child is not possible. Then that's also playing on her mind. She just feels that whatever she does, it's not helping her. It's not making her feel any better. She's done her party days. She's worked hard at her job, but she still feels that there is something major missing. And that is her own internal happiness. So in the immediate future, with the Five of Wands and the Hermit, she's having this rather awkward conversation with her parents, possibly on the phone if her parents live at a distance. I'm getting the feeling that she may well be in a city somewhere and they may be out in the countryside. And what she's asking them is, I just want to come home for a few months. They're both against it, but I feel as if they're going to relent, because what they're realizing is she's like a boat bobbing in the middle of the ocean. She's completely directionless. And I think they feel as if they have to say yes, you know, we're her parents. If she's going through a really, really difficult time, we have to be there, even temporarily, to say, yes, of course you can come home for a few months. I think they're going to say yes. Archangel Michael, do we have timing for this woman, this conversation with her parents? When do we have the Five of Wands and the Hermit, please, Michael? Thank you. May, okay. 1st of May, all right. Yeah, 1st of May. That's it. Wow. 1st of May. All right, let's have a look at what she is saying to her parents. What she's saying, she's very nervous. I can feel it. Okay. She's going to admit that she's been feeling unhappy for a long time, but she hasn't told them. What else is she going to say? Yeah, she's going to say to her parents that she couldn't even consider leaving her job before because she had to pay her rent. She had to pay money to live in the city, to be near her job. It was a never-ending cycle. She's also saying to her parents that she felt very disconnected within herself for quite a while. Very disconnected. And she felt that with the energy of the devil, she was in a cycle that became really unhealthy. Working herself to death and then spending money on things she didn't need just to try and make herself feel happy, but nothing ever worked. And of course, the more money she spent on things to try and make herself happy, the less savings she had. And so her options dropped away. She had to keep working. So a never-ending cycle. This is consumerism, materialism in the nicest sense. She was using that as escapism to numb the disappointment that she felt in her life. And she realized it was completely toxic. What's she saying to her parents? I hate my job, but I've become obsessed about my work because that's all I've got. I'm hearing it's all I am. Wow. It's all I am. What is she saying to her parents? Yeah. What she's basically saying is, sometimes it gets to the point where I just don't want to go to work. I wake up in the morning and I think of excuses of how to get out of going to work. What else is she going to say? Strength card. It takes everything within me to haul myself out of bed, get myself in the shower, put on my work suit, and get to the office. What is she saying? I can't do this anymore. 8 of Cups is, I just have to get out of here. I'm hearing, I hate this flat, I hate my job. I just couldn't face telling you before because of your reaction. She's been scared. What is she saying to her parents? Anything else? Yeah, she's just exhausted. I don't actually get the impression she's also feeling very well, but I think it's the stress that she's under. She just can't live this life anymore. All right, so what are her parents saying? What's the energy of the Hermit? Okay. She may initially speak to her father, Emperor, Empress. These are her parents, I feel. He may say to her, with the energy of the Hermit, you may just be feeling a bit by yourself. He may be saying to her, maybe you just need a holiday. I keep hearing holiday. I don't think he understands that it's not going to help. It's much bigger than that. She doesn't just need a holiday. She needs a whole life change. Ah, the Sun, yeah. So he may say to her, well, why don't you just take a holiday? You know, we'll pay, that sort of thing. Maybe you just need a break. What else is he saying? Okay, oh no, okay. He's very traditional. I mean, the Emperor would be traditional. What he's basically saying to her is, look, everyone goes through the same thing, but everyone has to work. You've got a really stable job. This is also doing things step by step, doing things the traditional way. He's very traditional. He may be suggesting that she takes a holiday and then she tries to find another job. He doesn't really understand what she's getting at, though. Yes, this is really awkward. He's very defensive. He's trying to sort of placate her. He's trying to come up with things that would make her happy. He's trying to come up with options for her. Well, maybe take a holiday. Well, maybe you're just feeling a bit down. Maybe you need a break. Perhaps potentially look for another job. He's not getting it. And he sort of knows what she's wanting here. She just wants to come home for a few months, but he's putting up boundaries. I think he's scared that, you know, once she comes home, she'll never leave. What else is he saying? Yeah, he's not overly enthusiastic. 4 of Cups is, yeah, well, you can come home for a few days, but you're not moving back home. He doesn't really want to, he doesn't want to look at that. He doesn't want her to consider that. He feels that she would be sitting in the energy of defeat. Hangman. He is trying to see her point of view, but he just thinks that she's stuck. He just thinks that she needs a holiday, she needs a change of job, come home for the weekend, that sort of thing. But he's not getting what she is talking about here. What is she saying to him now? Yeah, okay. She's coming out with the truth. What she's saying is, Dad, I don't need a holiday. I don't need a different job. I'm not depressed. I'm not going through a change of life, even though she may be. I don't know. What she's saying is, I need a massive change of direction. My whole life needs to change. And the only way I can think about making that change is if I take the pressure off myself by coming home so I don't have to pay a huge amount of rent every month for this flat. She's needing a few months where she doesn't have massive expenses to really settle in her own mind what she wants to do going forward. That's the reason why she wants to come home for a few months. Not a couple of weeks, a few months. What is the energy between this woman and her parents, Michael? Yeah, the Chariot. So she's going to go home. She's going to go home. I feel as if I'm seeing this woman get out of a car in tears with a massive suitcase. Her mom is running to meet her, giving her a hug. Yeah, she's going home for a few days. I'm hearing this woman say, I didn't know what else to do. Okay. All right. I feel this may be her going home for good. I'm just hearing snippets of conversation. She's saying, it's okay. I paid my last month. It's all right. I don't think this woman has got debt or anything like that. She's got a little bit of savings. But she's managed to get out of a lease contract, or she's moved out of living with flatmates. She's out of there. Okay, she's now saying her boss wasn't very happy, so she's possibly handed in her notice. I'm hearing something about I didn't need to work my notice. I think that means she may have had holiday to take. Yeah. Wow. So actually, collective, I think this is her sort of coming home with a massive suitcase saying, I'm here. That's it. I mean, I've left the city. Okay. Whew. I'm feeling very, very hot. Yeah, she's stressed, this woman. But she feels as well a huge sense of relief. So we have the Death card. Major change and transformation. Yeah, because she's going back home. She may be staying in her old room that she had as a child. She may be, you know, picking up her old teddy bear, looking at old photographs. She's reliving her childhood. Her mum's coming into the room and sitting on the bed, the edge of the bed with her, and saying, so how long do you think you want to stay for? And this woman is looking very teary and saying to her mum, I don't know, Mum, but it won't be too long. I don't know. And her mum sort of giving her an awkward hug and suggesting a cup of tea. Cup of tea? Okay. What is going to be discussed with her parents? Page of Wands. She may be wanting to brainstorm with her parents some ideas she has. She could be quite creative. Yes, she wants to move into a job or earn money doing something she's passionate about. She's passionate about. What is she saying to them? It could be awkward. Because I feel that with the Four of Wands, which is home, she may be wanting to run a home business, but she's there living with her parents and they may feel that it would be too destructive for her to sort of take over an area to sort of try and run a business from their home. This is awkward. What is her father saying? I'm hearing start online. Interesting. 8 of Wands, start online. This could be sending lots of emails. What he's saying is, look, you know, rather than you building a business where you have to sell products to people from home or run some kind of service from home, start an internet business. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. Yeah, Queen of Swords. They're going to have a long discussion about this. She may be doing some research online. Yeah, the World. She may be looking at building a website. She may be looking at starting an online business of sorts. Yes. What is she thinking about? The countryside. Okay. She may be looking at creating crafts based on nature. You know, scarves, cushions, bed throws, based on nature. She may be getting together a lump sum of money. I feel this is a woman very creative. So she may be selling products, but she may be selling products online. I'm also hearing photography. She's going to go out in nature. She's going to breathe some fresh air. There may be an area around her that is woodland or natural forest area, something like that. She's going to gain inspiration from nature. What is she thinking about? 9 of Cups. How much she loves being out of the city. This is someone who never thought she'd leave the city, never thought she'd leave a 9-to-5 job, and she's finding herself surrounded by nature, possibly in a very small town, a village area, and she's loving it. She's so happy. And she's realizing this is what she needed. She needed to have someone to say, it's okay, come home, you know, or we can support you for a few months. She desperately needed that. And she's realizing it's the best thing she ever did. What else is she going to be doing here? 3 of Coins. Okay, she may be taking on some kind of part-time work. It could be to give her mum and dad a bit of money, to thank them for letting her stay. It could be because she wants to buy her own food. She may be wanting to be quite independent within the home. She may be taking on a part-time job. She could be doing anything from bar work, working in a boutique shop in the local area. She's going to be bringing in a little bit of money whilst she tries to get this online business up and running. What is going to happen here for this woman? She may meet someone in her local area. She may meet someone in her area. Could be an Aries, Leo, or Sag. Yeah. These two are going to develop a connection. These two are going to come together and spend some time together. What's this guy's energy? He's pretty down. He may have been on his own for a while. Wow. These two may fall in love. They may fall in love. Ace of Cups. Okay. How is she feeling? Yeah. 3 of Wands. This is a woman who is realizing that at this point, her whole life, in a matter of maybe 2 or 3 months, has completely changed. She's left the city. She's left her old life. She's got a roof over her head with her parents. She started this online business. She's got herself a little local job to bring in extra money. And she's met this guy. It almost feels like I have accomplished more in the space of a few short months than I did 20 years in the city. Why didn't I do this before? Well, she wasn't ready before. I think she was determined to hang on to her job. She was determined to hang on to the city life. And what she's realizing is she's incredibly happy. It's as if things are suddenly turning around for her because she's had the courage to make this change. What is the future for this woman, Michael? 10 of Cups. I don't know. These two could end up together. What is going to happen with the work she's doing? Yeah, money's going to come in. So collective, this is a woman who has had the courage to make this massive life change. I think there was a lot of fear in doing this, but I don't think she's ever going to look back. I think from here on, it's going to be smooth sailing. This internet business may take off. She's dating this guy. She's very attracted to him. They're falling in love. And I feel that this is her looking back at her old life, thinking to herself, thank goodness I made the decision to embrace the fear and just do it anyway. It's like that book, Embrace the Fear and Do It Anyway. This took a lot of courage, and she's probably got compassionate parents, because not a lot of parents would agree to, their child coming back home. But she's going to make a go of it because she's realizing that someone out there gave her this new lease of life. So this is beautiful. So whoever you are out there, let me know. For the rest of you guys, your story may be next month. But I'm leaving it there. Take care of you. Enjoy this full moon in Libra, and I'll be back before you know it with your next set of readings. See you soon. Bye now.